Wait, what? Alright, well, welcome to DokiDoki. I was told to check this game out because it has like a horror theme to it, so might as well try it out, right? New game. Let's go. Can I type my name out? Thank you. Alright. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. I don't blame you. I'd rather just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh, that's Sayori. Slept again. Well, shouldn't oversleep. Never oversleep. But I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Like you were thinking about ignoring me? Well, kinda get annoying after a while, yeah. You say that, but I don't care. Stare at you for acting weird, and I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Well, that's true. I did. Yes, you don't have to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Sure it's possible that I did in one of my many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried about that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What's wrong with being a NEET? And it fears because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? No? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clothes if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Why don't I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me mind a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh, classroom. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Sounds like me at work. Clubs. Sayori was going to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Sayori. So coming into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw You just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you feel late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, then you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to join your club. Meanie? She's making that pouty face. She is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Nope. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, kinda told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Atsuki made cupcakes and everything. Yeah, bitch! Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or she's so cunning as to have planned all of that out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Sold my soul for less. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori's full of energy, swings and opens the classroom door. Everyone, new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Oh, girl one. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. You know, I thought Sayori was a bitch. You's a bitch. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yeah. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets so moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appear comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Ravong. Monica smiles sweetly. Don't you dare smile at me like that. I don't know you. You don't know me. You don't know what I got! We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. See, you don't know what I got! Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Is she though? Let's think about that. Yeah. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little great? Ish? Kind of? Weird? Come sit down. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, me though, I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been wide so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Ooh, who am I gonna sit next to? Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Oh. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table with tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. What? Little kitties? Whiskers drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. I had no idea you were so good at baking. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full as has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this. So, I haven't heard this from somewhere. Made it for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and miss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying tea sets. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? I'm actually kind of curious myself. Who keeps the whole tea set in? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. So the teacher has a tea set in the classroom? After all, doesn't a cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? She's actually right. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Well, I'm glad. Yeah, I do enjoy tea. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Cupcakes? Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Make sure you feel right at home, okay? Oh, no, I feel about that. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Uh-huh. I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. If it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling the dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You'll have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. That's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't have a good way of answering that. It's not wrong! That's because something perks up. Well, I can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. You dumb sap, you. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. God, my arm's getting tired. Stories with people with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I'm not much of a horror reader. I mean, I've read a few books. Not much of a horror reader. I hate horror. Very much. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. But if a story makes me think, or it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. You know what, Nasuki, you and I are on the same page for once. Bitch. Well, Nasuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Don't you dare! Don't you dare, Monica. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Haha, tiny petite, little pink hair. So your side. Up behind Nasuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. You write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Nasuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You're a very deep person, Yuri. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Nasuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Thought so. I wanted to read everyone's poem. We all sit in silence for a moment. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. Did you not just hear the conversation that we just had earlier about how people are just so uncomfortable about that? You bitch! Okay, I guess that's true too. Let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it would help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? I guess. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, it may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clothes to look at, and yeah, I will lose my train of thoughts at that time too. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Damn it! Can't say no to those. But sorry, I thought Ray, you all. I hate myself. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. I hate every single one of yous. Yay, I'm so happy! Sayre wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Well, thank God it didn't come for the cupcakes. And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Why me? Yeah, I can really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Do you want to walk home together? No. Sure, might as well. Damn it. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to end this episode here. I'm gonna need to go find my balls. After that, apparently they've gone missing, and I just said yes to 4 girls that really wanted me to join a literature club. So on that note, I'm gonna go on the hunt for my balls. Bye! Let it go, make my body go, take our bodies higher.